Thank you very much, Commandant. And allow me to stand on the protocol very elaborately established while recognizing our esteemed, most distinguished guest speaker today, His Excellency Chief General Olusegun Obasanjo, GCFR, former President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You're welcome, sir. The Honorable Minister of Defense, the CDS, and senior officers, active and retired, the academic staff of this esteemed staff college, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by thanking the organizers of today's auspicious Republic Day lecture, the Ghana Armed Forces and Ghana One movement, for doing me the honor in designating me as the chairman of the occasion. When Senor approached me to chair this year's Republic Day lecture, which we have been reminded has become an annual affair, as this prestigious Ghana Armed Forces College, he knew I had no choice but to oblige when he said the lecture would be delivered by none other than His Excellency General Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, fondly called Baba by all of us. I normally don't refer to Baba's title of general, but since we are the staff college, I thought it better to respect military protocol and recognize his full rank to inspire up-and-coming officers. Also, I had not forgotten that we are in Teshi, where it all started for him. So, for Baba, this is actually a homecoming. We are very, very pleased to be in his company today. The theme of this year's lecture, ECOWAS and its survival, impact of the Alliance of the Sahelian States, AES, and way forward, is most timely. This is the case because the exit of the AES from ECOWAS is dramatic and poses an existential threat to the sub-regional organization which is celebrating its Golden Jubilee year. The exit of the AES, without doubt, is the most vexing challenge to the very existence of ECOWAS in its 50 years. As a former president of the ECOWAS Commission and the current African Union representative for silencing the guns in Africa, the lecture is of more than a fleeting interest to me. Indeed, as an unapologetic Pan-Africanist, someone who is deeply committed to sub-regional integration and the unity of Africa, I'm highly troubled by the turn of events in the Sahel, so I will imagine most of us gathered here today. 50 years ago, our sub-region faced a world defined by geostrategic rivalry in the Cold War, Africa's economic marginalization, apartheid, racism, and conflict. Today, we navigate new challenges: economic uncertainty, unilateralism, and retreat from multilateralism, geopolitical tension, disruption of global value chains, widening global and national inequalities, climate change, terrorism, and violent extremism, to mention some of the threats to peace and prosperity for all. The exit of the Sahelian states is a result of a complex interplay of factors triggered by the unfortunate mishandling of Niger's July 2023 unconstitutional change of government. The swift, indiscriminate sanctions imposed on the country and the threat of military intervention revealed a disconnect between ECOWAS responses to the crisis and the regional realities. Indeed, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso have reignited the debate on the implications for democracy and citizens' role in political transitions. The failure of transitions represents another aspect of the Sahel crisis, which we have witnessed in other parts of Africa. Researchers have argued that these failures of transitions are caused by a number of factors, including legacies of state formation and collapse, role of identity politics and ethno-regional contestation, which undermines inclusive governance and sustainable peace, governance deficits, weak institutions, and failure in public service delivery, the militarization of political power, and external interference. In the Sahel in particular, the root causes of the crisis stem from multiple factors, such as the Tuareg rebellion, which has been with that dating back to the pre-independence period in Mali, the Libyan crisis and the fall of Muammar Gaddafi, Boko Haram insurgency, contentions by new groups, ethnic tensions and militias, climate change and displacement, farmers-herders conflict, weak governance, corruption, and foreign interference. In times such as this, unity is our greatest strength. By standing together, we can build a resilient and sustainable sub-regional community that serves better our states and citizens, building an ECOWAS of the people, a sub-region in which its citizens can move freely, engage in trade and investment, with efficient cross-border infrastructure of roads, railways, energy, telecommunications, etc. These will not only contribute to peace and security, but also to shared prosperity. It will also make ECOWAS a strong pillar in the construction of a united Africa, which our youth today so much cherish. The exit of the AES from ECOWAS threatens this dream of sub-regional integration. This adds to the relevance of today's lecture. The ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government, at its June 22 summit in Abuja, called for a year of reflection leading up to the convening of an extraordinary summit on the future of ECOWAS. This will involve fora, platforms of various stakeholders, youth, women, private sector, economic operators such as traders, transporters, and of course, researchers and policymakers. I am pleased that West African civil society has responded positively to this call and has indeed already convened a number of fora on the future of ECOWAS. The WANEP, WADEMUS, CDD, Ghana, Amandla Institute, and Afrijom Center have led the way in that regard. The ECOWAS has also designated President Diomaye of Senegal and Gnassingbé of Togo as mediators between ECOWAS and the AES. And our own President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has also appointed a special envoy for the AES and has personally visited the three countries in his short time in office. This has been well received and commended as a diplomatic gesture in the right direction to repair the relations between ECOWAS and the AES. Today's Republic Day lecture will make a seminal contribution to these reflections on the ECOWAS's future. There has been speculation that since the saga of ECOWAS and the AES, one voice that has not been heard is that of President Obasanjo. This is an opportunity for this unfortunate silence to be broken. Our guest speaker's intimate knowledge of not only West Africa, but also the entire continent, where he has been deeply involved in finding solutions to various conflicts, makes it imperative that he shares his perspectives on the impact of the emergence of the AES on our West African sub-region, and more importantly, how to help us repair the strained relationships so that we remain an ECOWAS of 15 member states, a sub-region which has been a model across the continent of sub-regional integration. Let me end for now. I have some more things to tell you about Baba, but I'll wait after his speech. Thank you.